Well, hello there. How are you? Today I've already prepped my face with the Village Barber shaving oil. And my razor is going to be this 3-piece Fatip Grande open comb razor with the gunmetal finish. In there I have a cloud blade. It'll be on its first use, and that's what those look like. Okay. And my brush is going to be this new old stock Rubberset horsehair brush. And over here I have the box in which it first came. Got that right there. Rubberset. I had to tape some of it back together because it's a very old box. And this brush, which I'm still breaking in actually, smelled very much like, I guess, a 50-year-old dead horse. When I got it, so I really had to clean the brush. And I'm going to go ahead and try to get a lather started here. Incidentally, well, it's more than incidental, it's very important. My soap is going to be this de Provence shaving soap. There's the lid to the tin right there. And let me see if I can get a lather started. I hope you're all doing very well out there, and I hope you'll have a very nice 2019. Which is coming soon here. Okay. I've not always had good luck with this brush, but like I said, it's well, it's probably at least 50 years old, probably more than that. And I've been breaking it in. It came with a certain amount of spine, but not much splay. But it's going okay here so far, all things considered. And hopefully I'll have a nice shave. Got just a little bit more than a day's worth of growth. I don't know if I really have enough growth to justify this somewhat aggressive open comb razor, but I'm going to use it anyway. So here I go. Let me wet the razor just a little bit and dry my hand off a little bit. I might have to reach for the alum at some point, but let's see how it goes here. This will be pass number 1 and it'll be with the grain. I'll use a light touch. Or try to remember to. A little bit of a Gillette slide there. That's when you kind of go diagonally like that. And for myself personally, I don't make a lot of New Year's resolutions. In fact, I usually don't make any because it's like dieting or something like that. It seems like the harder I try to accomplish something, the less I get done. And New Year's resolutions are no exception. But I do have some New Year's resolutions for this channel, which I'll share with you as soon as I rinse my razor here. Okay. Now, well, hang on. For this channel in 2019, I would like it to be more of an adult channel. That's not to say it would be anything ribald or racy going on here, but adult in the sense that, I guess like in the Bible, it's time to cast away childish things, you know. It's time for me to sort of grow up at this late stage in my life and just act, you know, a little bit more serious, get a little bit more serious about the shaving and so forth. Isn't that right, Mr. Towel? Mr. Towel? He never talks. He's always got something on his mind, and I can't quite figure out what it is. Such a taciturn towel, you know. But he's ready for 2019, and wonder what he has on his mind. I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. Okay, and for 2019, I promise also not to be the toady little thing that I've become this year on the channel. Okay. I must remember light touch. I keep wanting to get heavy-handed, and for me, this is definitely not a good razor to get heavy-handed with. Or to do what I call buffing, which is just going over the same spot over and over. Technically, when you do that, I think the razor isn't supposed to leave the face, but it kind of also, according to things I've read online, I guess it kind of depends on who you ask. But technically, yes, I believe it's true that buffing is kind of going like that and keeping the razor next to the face as you do it. Well, that's pass number one. Going to pop right back in, freshly leathered for a second pass across the grain. Okay, it's time for that second pass across the grain. And I was trying to think up some more New Year's resolutions for this channel. Well, they'll come to me across the grain here. Yeah, it'll all come out in the wash, I suppose. But I suppose another New Year's resolution for this channel is I would like it to not be just another cheap carbon copy of Paul H. and his channel. I'd like to kind of be more original. And speaking of which, this soap, although it does not have a really strong scent, has a kind of a nice, unique scent to it. Go on, sniff that. God, I wish this was smell-o-vision. Go on. But anyway, I'm going to try to be more original this coming year. I'm sure I'm well on my way to originality. All kidding aside, this is a very comfortable shave so far. Knock on wood. Let's see if I can continue to have a comfortable shave. Well, maybe it's easy for me to say this right now since I'm having a comfortable shave, but I'm noticing how, at least it seems to me, that this is a very well crafted open comb razor here. no problems so far, except the camera going in and out of focus, and I tried to do something to stop that, but it doesn't seem to be working. Maybe it's not the camera, maybe it's the camera operator. What the heck's going on here? Actually, it's supposed to be a foolproof automatic situation, the camera on my new expensive phone. Expensive to me, anyway. I don't always have money, in fact rarely have money to be buying new phones and new this and new that. I'm fairly good at living poor and living on the cheap, although money can be a lot of fun. I'm sure I'll be back in a moment for third pass against the grain. Okay, it's time for that third pass against the grain here. Let's see. Got the old robe on this time, as you probably noticed. Kind of a throwback to my older videos, where I always used to wear this robe. Well, I do hope you're all having a good holiday season. Mine has been good, but there have been some low points. Sometimes I get a little depressed. But usually, shaving snaps me out of it, at least for a while. Because the holidays can be rough for a lot of people. But me and Mr. Towel have decided to be more serious in the coming year, you know. I've still been just a wee bit more heavy-handed than, well, nobody should be heavy-handed, I guess, when they're shaving, unless they're very hirsute and have a lot of fuzz to shave off, but I still have that tendency to press a little too hard with the razor. Rare, I suppose, is the razor that's so light that you have to kind of press hard with it. Maybe you never should do that. Anyway, I will be back for pickups. Okay, and like I was saying, in 2019 and henceforth, I would just like to be more serious and be less toady and have this channel be less of just a cheap carbon copy of the Paul H. Films channel. Don't want to do that anymore. Don't want to be that way, okay? Want to be original. All right. Are you ready, folks? 3, 2, 1. It's pickup time, baby! Okay. With the razor just a little bit here. I hope I didn't disappoint you, Mr. Towel. This channel is still a work in progress after all this time. you even listening to me, Mr. Towel? Or are you thinking of him again? Oh, here we go, folks. I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. Oh, anyway. Excuse me. Isn't it fun to watch me do terrible things with a copyrighted photo? Well, I could do worse things, but I'm not going to. Not on this channel. Anyway. Okay, that's good enough. Hey, you know what? Well, except for like a little patch over here. Maybe I can get that. Wow. Okay, I always notice a little something. But, darn it. Pretty good shave. Really nice. Okay, well, I guess I just need to rinse everything off. Try to be serious here. And I'll be back with Mr. Towel. Here he is, America's most trusted telephone psychic, Mr. Towel. Trusted and respected. He knows what you did last summer. Oh yeah. Nice to know that I'm getting serious. And I'll be back momentarily, in a flash actually, with, recaps and to put the finishing touches on this shave. Okay, I began this shave off camera by prepping my face with Village Barber shaving oil. I really like that stuff. And my razor has been this 3-piece open comb Fatip Grande in the gunmetal finish. My blade has been this. Here's the tuck these come in. A cloud blade on its first use. And my brush has been this genuine Rubberset new old stock horsehair brush, which came in this packaging. And my soap has been this, the de Provence soap. Oops, going out of focus again, folks. Woo. Anyway, that right there, very nice stuff. If you haven't tried this yet, you probably owe it to yourself to give it a try. I think you'll like it. And okay, let's reach into magic cabinet number 2 and pull out the Humphreys Witch Hazel unscented astringent. And I'll open this and put some in my hand here. I'm going to swish that around in my hands and apply this. Some sting, but tolerable, not bad. That feels nice. It feels really, really good. Okay, wipe my hands on Mr. Towel here. And I'll reach over here for something that, well, I made a trade with my friend Dave, who evidently is getting into traditional wet shaving now. He took back a razor that he gave me, a 3-piece Gillette Tech, which was sort of a brass color, because I already have an identical one of those, or had one before he gave me another. And I gave him a couple of balms that I had duplicates of, and I gave him a soap stick, a Derby soap stick, because I have several of those. And he gave me this. It's Adidas Dynamic Pulse aftershave. Yeah, so I'll give that a try. I've only had it out of the box once to sniff it. There's what the bottle looks like. And I think I've seen several traditional shavers using this lately. or some kind of Adidas aftershave. Whoa! Even though this bottle has a restrictor on it, I poured quite a bit into my hand there. Get that going. Get a little on the wrists. Maybe even get some on the towel here and make the scent last a while. And let's see, a little behind the ears. I got it all over my hands here, on the temples. And here I go. Yeah, a lot of sting, but that just means it's doing its job. Nice scent that is very light when it first comes out of the bottle. In fact, the first time I sniffed it in the bottle, I couldn't even smell it. But then, when it comes out of the bottle, the scent sort of grows, and it's nice. And it doesn't clash with that soap. It's very nice. So I'll put the cap back on this and reach for my final product over here. I thought I might apply some of this Arko Cool men's aftershave balm. I had 2 of the Arko extra sensitive balms, and I gave one of those to Dave, and I gave him a Nivea Energy balm too, because I had 2 of those, and I used them, but just I guess I didn't need all that balm, didn't need the duplicates. Oh, how long is this video getting to be? Not too bad. After I edit it, it should be not so bad. Not too long a video, but well, to all of you who have supported me and put up with me for all this time, even back to earlier incarnations of the channel, I thank you very much. And again, I apologize for being silly, right, Mr. Tell? Toady, right, Paul H? I'm not worthy, I'm not worthy, I'm not worthy. And just unoriginal, I guess. So, anyway, thank you again, and peace.